Hey guys, I just wanted to show off my latest firearms purchase. This is a Beretta 92S. Not a Beretta 92F, not a 92FS. This is a specific model called the 92S. These are old school. These things were made between 1978 and 1982. Specifically for Italian police forces. So, for whatever reason, the Italian police forces wanted the magazine release in the heel. They were probably used to, I don't know, Walther PPKs or whatever they were using. A lot of European police forces in the 70s were using pistols with heel magazine release. So it kind of makes sense, I guess, that that's what they wanted at the time, and so that's what this is. This is a Italian police trade-in. So basically, the gun shop that's local to me, they got about 30 of these, and so I can only assume that there's an Italian police department that basically retired all these old Berettas, and supposedly they've been sent back to the Beretta factory to be cleaned up a little bit and I guess just checked over. Can't say for sure, but this one's in fairly good shape, I suppose. I mean, considering its age. It's as old as me. Assuming this thing was made in, again, the late 70s or very early 80s. I've only had it out once, basically just put 50 rounds through it today. More so just to check function and make sure everything was working good, and seems like it was. Magazine spring seems a little bit weak. The slide lock doesn't always catch on an empty magazine. It usually does, but sometimes it doesn't. The very first 5 rounds I put through the gun, of course, it didn't lock open, so go figure. But after that, it did most of the time, but not always. I'd say 2 out of 3 times it would lock back, and 1 out of every 3 times it wouldn't. Not a big deal. My 1911 does the same thing. Again, that's usually just a weak magazine spring, and the magazine spring in this does seem pretty weak. So yeah, that's about it. Otherwise, it's your standard Beretta. It's Beretta 92, I should say. It is single action, double action, the safety decocker. 15 rounds is what the magazine would have held originally. Of course, living in Canada, it's been basically had a dent punched in the side of it, which stops the follower from going down below 10 rounds. So that magazine only holds 10 rounds. Quite the sophisticated way that the Beretta factory or whoever did that has to limit them for 10 rounds to sell here, as just knock a dent into the side of it. But hey, I guess it works. So anyways, guys, that's it. That's the Beretta 92S. Old school Beretta. Pretty cool. Italian police trade-in. Very awesome.